In the past 2 years, I've made multiple six figures in profit with dropshipping. I've ran up countless of products to $5, $10, $50,000, and I can confidently say, given the right product, I can make like $10,000 in just a couple days. The difference with me and people who can't find success with this is I actually know what works. And I know there's so many YouTube videos out there with outdated methods of people just telling you to do all the wrong shit. So in this video, I'm gonna reveal to you guys the dropshipping method that I'm currently using to consistently make $1,000 every single day. I've broken down the entire strategy to 3 simple steps, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to make a shit ton of money with dropshipping. But before I show you the method, you need to understand how this works. Dropshipping is one of the easiest methods to make money online right now. All you need to do is find a product, put it on a website, and every single time someone buys from that website, a supplier will ship the product directly to the customer. So let's say you get a product for $5, you're selling it on your website for $20. Every single time someone buys that product, you keep $15 profit. And that's literally it. But the hardest part about dropshipping is actually getting the customers to buy your product. And this is where you have 2 options. First, you can run ads to customers, but that's hella confusing and it low-key costs a shit ton of money. And you're gonna run into a bunch of issues like random ad account bans and a bunch of random stuff like that. What I personally do is just go viral with my products and organically get customers. It's called organic dropshipping. All you're doing is ordering a product, making silly TikTok videos. Whenever you go viral, you just print money out of thin air. And to be honest, everyone, including myself, used to do this all on TikTok. But ever since TikTok Shop got introduced, the platform just went downhill. So it's a lot harder to do this on TikTok now, which is exactly why I switched to something I'm gonna start calling Meta Organic Dropshipping. Using this method, I've been able to generate $30,000 over the last 30 days, basically making at least $1,000 every single day consistently. So I'm gonna show you exactly how this works later in the video, but first we need to talk about something that a lot of people get wrong in the dropshipping space. So moving on to step 1, we need to talk about product selection. If you aren't choosing the right products, it doesn't matter how viral you go, how clean your website looks. If your product sucks, you don't make money. It's that simple. So here's how you're gonna find your winning product. You're gonna go to TikTok and go to Instagram and just make a brand new fresh account. You're gonna start scrolling on that account and only engage with videos that show you products. You're gonna like those videos, save those videos, comment on them, follow the account. And after like 15 minutes of doing that and engaging with enough products, your entire For You page is just gonna be feeding you products that people are currently making money with right now. So when you're on your burner looking for your next product, there's 3 main things that you need to look out for. First things first, the product needs to be viral. It needs to be eye-catching or unique. People are scrolling on TikTok for like 3 hours a day. You need something that's instantly going to like stop them from scrolling, just catch their attention. Our entire job when it comes to organic dropshipping is going viral. So if your product already looks viral, it makes your job 10 times easier. You wanna make sure you're not selling some boring product that anybody can find at Walmart or Target or the local gas station. It needs to be unique and something that no one's ever seen before. Secondly, your product needs to provide value to the customer. But no one wants to buy a product if they can't envision themselves using it on a daily basis. So whether it solves a real problem like back pain, acne, weight loss, or it provides some sort of shortcut in the customer's life, makes their life a little bit easier on a daily basis, everyone buys a product for a reason. They're not just gonna buy it because it shows up on their For You page. So if your product provides enough value to the customer, it leads to impulse purchases right there on the spot as soon as they see your TikTok video. Lastly, you want to find products with proof of concept. You don't want to try reinventing the wheel. That just makes your job way harder as a dropshipper. The entire game is just finding something that's already working, making it a little bit better, and just printing off of that. So you want to find a product that someone's currently making money with or someone's currently going viral with. The product needs to have proof of concept, so you know you can just come in, steal that product, copy your competitors, and make money. Especially if there's any beginners watching this, you don't just want to find an untapped product and try to be the first person to run it up, because I guarantee you, you're not going to be able to go viral. Someone better is going to see you on the For You page, steal your product, and just make more money than you. So after a couple days of scrolling, you found a couple products. Now you need to see which products are actually worth testing. So I use the same exact process every time I'm going to test a product. So let me break it down for you. By the way, this is literally something we do for our students inside the BSM Inner Circle, which is my one-on-one mentorship. Students literally send us products and we just check them one by one and we tell them which ones are worth testing, which ones are bad, so they can just move with speed, test the product, and stop wasting time. We have the best organic dropshipping community in the game. Students are printing every single day inside the Wins channel. For example, Philippe just made $30,000 in 30 days. All he did was send us a product. I said, yo, this is a banger, run it up. He did that and he made $30,000 out of thin air. So if you want to join, you can check out the first link in the description. All you have to do is apply. You're going to hop on a call with us and we're going to see if we can actually help you get to where you want to go and see if you're a good fit for the program. But obviously, if you don't want to join, that's completely fine. It just means it might take you a little bit longer to find your next winning product. But here's exactly how you're going to do it. First things first, you need to search for every single competitor possible that's also testing the same exact product. You want to make sure people are currently posting for this product, currently going viral, and currently making money with it. Because once again, you only want to test products that already have proof of concept. You don't want to reinvent the wheel. But now that you understand what a winning product is and how to find one, you're still going to be broke if you don't understand this next step. You found your product, but now you need someone to actually buy it. The only way people are going to buy your product is if they even know it exists in the first place. Basically, the main goal for this method is just going viral. Once you go viral, if people actually like the product, they're going to click the link in your bio, go to your website, and check out. So you can typically expect at least $1,000 every time you get 1 million views, all depending on your product, which is why product selection is super important. But you have the product in hand, you need to start making content and going viral. So I've been doing the same exact process for the past 2 years. So this is exactly what I do step by step. First things first, you need to optimize your For You page. What that means is you need to envision your target audience. Who will actually buy your product? Now, imagine that person and just scroll on TikTok as if you are that person. So if you're selling a car product, your target audience is a car guy probably who watches a bunch of car edits and car content on TikTok. Or if you're selling a couples product, you want to optimize your For You page to show you a bunch of lovey-dovey couples related content. Once you do that, you're basically able to see exactly what your target audience likes to watch on TikTok. So you can steal trends, concepts, audios on that optimized For You page and just implement that with your product. Then you can also do the same exact thing with your burner account. The same place you did product research to find your product, you can go there and see what other dropshippers are doing to currently go viral for their different products. Essentially, we're just aiming to make organic content. We don't do ads, we do organic dropshipping. It's literally in the name. So you want to make organic pieces of content that people don't even know it's an ad, which is why optimizing your For You page is so important, because you're gonna get a bunch of organic trends. The main things I like to do with my content is either make it super organic, super emotional, or super shareable. If you have one of those 3 things, you're bound to go viral and actually convert those views into sales. There's so many different types of videos you can make to go viral. So if you guys want an entirely separate video on that, just comment the word viral in the comment section and I'll cook up a video. But there's stuff like storytelling videos, contrast videos, stitch hook videos. There's so many different concepts you can make, and each of those concepts have a different purpose. And around a year ago, I was like the first person to start talking about the power of Instagram and basically Instagram organic dropshipping. And Instagram is still super powerful, but now I'm not only focused on Instagram, I'm also doubling down on Facebook, which is why I called this method Meta Organic Dropshipping. Instagram and Facebook are the 2 most powerful platforms you can use right now because how untapped they are. So basically the 4 main platforms that everyone posts on is TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and then not that many people actually post on Facebook, which is why it's so untapped. To be honest, I haven't gone viral on TikTok or YouTube Shorts in like over a year, but I'm still consistently making money off Meta, which is just Instagram and Facebook. The reason Meta is so powerful is because of how much longevity it has and how much consistency it has. One of the main problems when it comes to organic dropshipping is people make $10,000, $20,000, and the very next month they're back to zero because there's not that much longevity with like YouTube Shorts account and TikTok account. But with Meta, it's literally the complete opposite. Your accounts are built for longevity. The way I like to think about it is look at your favorite Instagram meme pages from like middle school, Daquan, Hoodville, these types of meme pages. They've been around for the past 10 years. And if you check their accounts, they are still going viral till this day. And I just saw that concept and I was like, why don't I just apply this with my dropshipping products and keep that longevity and keep that consistent income on Meta? So I just doubled down on that and focused a lot of my time on mastering Instagram and Facebook. So one of the main things I learned when it comes to Meta is they favor consistency and proof of concept. So we all know everyone goes on TikTok to just rot and get lost on the For You page. No one really goes on TikTok to keep up with their friends and message their friends and send memes to their friends. When it comes to social interactions, everyone does that on like Instagram and Facebook. All your parents use Facebook, use Instagram, message their friends, keep up with their friends. They're just much more social platform. So because of that, they also care a lot about shareability to keep people on the platform. TikTok does not care about that. They just care about you getting lost on the For You page. But Instagram and Facebook, the meta platforms, they do care about you getting lost on Reels, but they also want you to interact with your friends. So by knowing that Meta cares a lot about proof of concept and shareability, you can use that to your advantage when you're running these products and making these videos. So that's what I've been doing for the past year on the Meta platforms, and I've been able to get stupid amounts of views, and that's exactly how I'm able to make around $30,000 a month consistently because of these Meta platforms. Now, the last thing I'll tell you guys about Meta is you can reuse your accounts, which is why it's so important for longevity. With TikTok, if you run up a product to 50,000 followers, you're making $20,000 a month. Eventually your views are just gonna start to plateau, if not go down. But with Instagram, the more you post, the more your account gets primed up and just goes more viral, bro. It's like a never ending curve up. So at this stage, you've basically done everything right. You have a banger product, you're getting decent views, but without the final step of the process, it'll all literally be for nothing. So for the final step, I'm gonna be talking about building your website. I'm not gonna lie, this is the least important step when it comes to dropshipping, and you should never, under any circumstance, ever build a website unless you're already going viral. There's literally no point of wasting time building a website if you're not getting views because no one even knows your product exists. I'm not gonna lie, bro, building a website is low-key such a low ROI activity when you can be focusing your time on marketing the product, trying to get views. Your main two focuses when it comes to organic dropshipping is looking for winning products and making viral videos. I promise you, building a website is the least of your worries. Just cross that bridge when you get to it, bro. But basically, to build a website, it's pretty fucking simple. You just go to Shopify, open a website. There's so many tutorials on YouTube of how to do it step by step. Your first time building a website, it might take you 1, 2, even 3 hours to do it. But once you do it enough and get in the reps, I can bang out a website in 25 minutes. But once again, only do this after you go viral. Because I promise you, your website doesn't even have to look that good, bro. If your product is good and you're going viral, people will buy no matter what. But with that being said, the process is pretty simple. Find a product, make videos, go viral on Meta, print money out of thin air, and then just repeat the cycle over and over and over again. And I know a bunch of you guys are still gonna be confused on this entire process. So if you want a much more in-depth video, you can click right here. But with that being said, that's pretty much all I got for this video. Make sure to check out all the links in the description, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.